All
There you go.
right. I think we are officially live, and we are going to be diving into a pretty exciting topic here. And that is the fastest new way to make 10K a month on YouTube. And this is not AdSense. This is nothing to do with AdSense, although, yeah, you can make some money with AdSense. We'll talk about that. But really, we're going to be going against what some of the gurus are saying out there and telling new creators. All right. So we're going to be talking about that. I'm curious right now, if you are here live or if you're watching this on the replay, are you a YouTube creator that is only looking to get monetized for YouTube ad money? Let me know that in the comments. We're just curious. And if you are, I think this is going to be a good video for you, because you're going to be able to see exactly the path on how you could potentially earn a lot more than the YouTube AdSense money. And I think that's the thing that I'm most excited about sharing. The other thing is, I wanted to, while I have you, I want to know, are you currently right now a business owner of some kind? Are you a coach? Are you a consultant? Are you a course creator? Are you an e-com? Let us know. Are you currently right now a business that is looking to use YouTube to drive traffic, to drive attention, to create leads? Let us know that in the comments as well, because if you are, this is also going to be a great video for you. And this also would be a time that I would say, I've got a little bit of an announcement here today that I want to make for you. And I think that you guys might be interested if you are a business owner, a coach, course creator, consultant, or even just a creator. We are actually putting on a summit, and it's called Next Level Coach Summit. All right. And if you would like to check it out, tickets right now are just $7. And if you go there, nextlevelcoachsummit.com, it'll take you over to all of the details. You'll probably see a video over there of me explaining what it is. But basically, in a nutshell, it's a way for all of us, including myself, to be able to learn from others that are coaches, consultants, course creators. All right. And it's a way for me to also selfishly learn from these high-level coaches and also connect with them and build out our network of people that we are wanting to, well, to learn from, but also to be able to make connections, because that's what's really built all of my businesses over the last 17 plus years is networking. And you may or may not have heard this saying, but this is one that I just reminded myself the other day. Dig your well before you're thirsty. And let that one sink in for a minute. Dig your well before you're thirsty. So that means get digging right now. You might not need that water, but if you keep digging a little bit at a time, when you need that water, it'll be there. And the same thing goes for connections and networking. There's people that I've struck up just conversations with at different events or conferences, and we become really good friends and never asked for anything. But then when the time came, either they offered or I offered to help each other. And that's the digging of the well. It's just get out there and make connections. And this event, the Next Level Coach Summit, is exactly why we are doing it, is to connect with these people, these really, really smart people, but also for us to learn and also share that wealth of knowledge with everyone else. So we're organizing it along with myself, Scotty, and Kevin Sanderson, who is our event planner, putting this together to really just reach those people and make those connections. So if you guys are interested, make sure that you go to nextlevelcoachsummit.com, grab a ticket. And if you can't make it live, there are VIP recordings available. So make sure that you go there and you can select that option. You will need to just buy a general admission ticket. And then from there, you'll have the option to upgrade to a VIP, which is your recordings. All right. So with that all being said, Scotty, anything that you wanted to mention, anything that's on your mind before we kick off today's, live stream, but also our batch recording session?
No, I think this is a week, I mean, total transparency with everyone. This is a week where we're still always trying to adapt. We're trying to learn new things with YouTube, what works, what doesn't work, especially with our pivot going on. So you're going to see some of that too. One of the things that we're doing right now, besides the batch recording, is we're going to be putting a little bit more SEO into it, a little bit more keyword research. So something new we're trying. Again, we're trying different things, and we like to report back to you guys on how it works, and in hopes of getting you guys to what we're going for, which is our target audience. It's not the views, it's the target audience and the right views, not the viral, any of that. We're against that. But I will say, with the title of what this live is, the fastest new way to make 10K a month on YouTube, we'll talk about it. If you didn't watch the podcast the other day, you're going to also kind of get some from that as well. We had someone in our cohort, Darsh, who he did his first launch. Now, he didn't get to his 10K a month yet, but we have a plan for him to get there because he missed some steps along the way that could easily bump him up to that. So, you want to dive into the fastest new way?
Yeah, let's do it. So so Scotty, you teed it up pretty well. And yeah, I just want to give another shout out to Darsh, one of the clients that we have been working with inside of our newest cohort, which is our Steady Leads Accelerator. And man, we've got some people in there already getting results. Some people getting more leads, some people getting sales off of those leads. And then also Darsh, who basically went through one of our trainings that we included inside of that, our 10K launch strategy. And he crushed it. And he sold out 15 spots to his group coaching in under 16 hours. So round of applause for Darsh. We'll give him a shout out. Probably going to see him on an upcoming episode, or we might even do a spotlight where we have him come on with us. And then we allow the audience, yourself, to just ask questions about what he did. So anyway, with that being said, let's get into it. So what is the fastest new way to make 10K a month on YouTube? No, it is not AdSense. All right. Now, AdSense is a nice little thing to have. I like to look at AdSense as like bonus. It's like extra money. It's kind of like you took I don't know, here in the South, we don't do it, but back in New York, we used to like collect our, our cans or our bottles, and then we would get 5 cents as a deposit that we would then get back, right? So we would collect them. If we saw some on the ground, we'd pick them up, we'd bring them in, we get a nickel, right? It's like bonus. It's like extra change. That's kind of how I look at AdSense. All right. Now, AdSense has been pretty good to us. I mean, this channel right here, Live Video School, in the last year, we generated over $10,000 from AdSense. That's pretty good. Like, that's not bad. Almost $1,000 a month. Not bad. But it's been up and down. We've had some months that $1,700. We got some months $300. So it's all over the place. So it's not something that you want to rely on. So that's why I'm just kind of highlighting that, maybe double clicking on that one just a little bit, because that is something I think people get misled. And a lot of the gurus out there are sending people the wrong message and really just the wrong direction. And that's what I want to correct here today. And I want to give you the actual path to get to 10K a month. All right. So let's dive in. All right. Like I said, this channel right here is just over 12 months old. We've hit just over $115,000. 10,000 of that was AdSense money. All the rest was not. The other money came from what I'm about to share with you. Now, I will say this too. I want to know this. I want you guys to comment right now. Are you currently right now, are you a business owner? Are you a coach? Are you a consultant? Just let me know. A course creator. Are you sharing your wisdom? And I'm just curious if you are. And if you're not, I want you to start thinking to yourself, what can you share? What is your YouTube channel helping you reach that audience that you can turn that into? Because there's the fastest way. And again, I'm going to share with you guys, Darsh, who is one of our clients, he still is, who's in our cohort that we're teaching our Steady Leads Flywheel Strategy. But he basically did exactly what I'm about to share with you. He has some expertise. Guess what his expertise is in? Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon. And it's not even like the cards, it's a video game. And so he now is coaching people because he was able to get results in a tournament and place And now he's able to share that wisdom. So I want you to think to yourself right now, are you potentially able to help someone advance in whatever they're trying to do? Or can you help them fix their problem, solve their problem, make it easier, make it faster? Is there something there? Because if there is something there, your fastest way to get there is to not go ahead and sell a course right away. I wouldn't advise that. I'd say, why don't you start selling your coaching, right? Selling your consulting, because people will pay for that. Okay. People will pay for that. Now, let's get into it. I am going to be following what we call our 100K roadmap. This is something that I have followed now, and Scotty's now following it with me for the last 17 plus years. I built multiple 6 and 7 figure brands on the back of YouTube. There's two things that I started with 17 years ago, and there's two things, the same things that I'm using today. And it's not all the social media. Okay. It's not TikTok. It's not Instagram. It's not all that stuff. It's not posting 10 times a day. It's not any of that stuff. Now, I've tried that stuff. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never went down that road. I did, but now I'm circled all the way back to what I started with: YouTube and one other thing that I'm going to share with you. Okay. So the very first thing, I should probably say this too. If you guys want access to that roadmap, I'm going to go ahead and just in the comments, just put in there 100K. All right. Put 100K in the comments, and we'll go ahead and make sure that you get a copy. It's about 18 pages long. It's the exact roadmap that we've followed. Now our clients have followed, including Darsh that I just shared with you, sold out his group coaching program, 15 spots in under 16 hours following the roadmap. So if you want a copy of that, just put 100K in the comments and we'll send it to you. And if for some reason you do not get a comment back for whatever reason, just go in the description. It should be there, or in the pinned comment. We should be putting it in there as well. All right. So number one, the very, very first thing is we need to identify our niche. So for us right now, and we've pivoted, okay, we started with like YouTube growth. And then from there we went, okay, maybe we're going to focus on, Scotty, you just switched me over, bud. You were over on yourself there the whole time.
Oh, was it? My fault.
Yeah. So basically what we want to do is we want to focus on that niche. And so again, Darsh, let's talk about him for a second. He basically was focusing on Pokemon, right? So he's going after that crowd. Now, not going after Pokemon, the cards, going after the video game. Okay. So going very specific. So he's helping them be able to compete better because he's done it. He's chosen a specific niche. So that's the very first thing. And you're going to see that in the guide. If you download the 100K roadmap, you're going to see that. The very first thing we're going to be talking about is that, and we need to get that dialed in. The second part of this, now we get into what we call the ARM method. All right. It's attention, relationship, money. That's what it comes down to. We're going to get to all three of them. The second one is we want to create videos that attract our audience. But once we get that attention, we need to genuinely help them. We've got videos on this channel. We've got one video right now. I think it was January is when we posted it. And it's still getting, we just checked today. It's been all over the place. It's gotten over 300,000 views. It's one of our best videos, but it would go and get 100 views an hour. Then it would get 200 views an hour. Then it would get 30 views an hour. Then it would get 60 views an hour. Eventually you would think it would fizzle out. We just checked just before we got on here, 100 views an hour. Okay. Because it's attracting the right audience. It's helping people. And here's the kicker. That video, I'd have to look at the numbers, but that video alone has gotten us so many leads, which we're going to talk about. It's gotten us so many subscribers without asking for them. And it's gotten us so much positive feedback. And what does that do? What does that do? It builds trust. And trust is something that is on an all-time low right now with AI out there. Right? How many right now? Let me know in the comments, watching this live, replay, doesn't matter. Let us know right now. How are you feeling about trusting what you're finding for information out there? Are you feeling it's better than it's been, or it's a little bit worse? It's harder to know. Is that real? Was that created by AI? Is that information correct? I don't know. Like, how are you feeling with that? Because what I've been hearing from a lot of creators is we're in a trust recession, meaning people aren't trusting each other because they're thinking that everyone's just kind of relying on AI. Well, guess what? Right now, what I'm doing with you, there's no AI involved here. It's just me and you. And I'm not even like reading off a script. I'm like looking down at my notes just so I make sure I stay on track. This you can't, you can tell just by the way I'm speaking that this isn't AI, right? This isn't an avatar. And this is connection we're building as well. Okay. So that number 2 in that little equation, the A is the attention. That is where we're going to create videos that's going to attract our ideal audience. And then we're going to get them results. And these results can be small. They don't have to be major. They just have to be something that advances them along. The third piece, and that's getting into the R, which is the relationship building, which is building the email list. This is where we're going to deplatform. Once again, if we go back 17 years ago, I started on YouTube with my first channel, with my first business, and I was collecting email addresses. And that's what led me to my first training, my first course I ever sold, which I did over $12,000 in 3 days, 17 years ago. From the same thing I'm sharing with you here today, building that email list. And what that does is what we now call KLT, know, like, and trust. And it's more important now than it's ever been. Okay. So building that email list. Now, a lot of times people, they struggle with the building of the email list. Like, how do I do it? Like, what do I send people? Like, how do you do it through YouTube? Do you just put a link somewhere? We don't. We do it a little bit differently. We actually have a complete process. We actually call it our steady leads flywheel. And we have a content machine that feeds the flywheel. And if you would like to see how that all works and how it's all put together, we actually did a private recording session with a group of coaches. I believe it was about 38 coaches, and we taught it and we recorded it. And we're giving that away as, again, a way for us to give back to you. And why are we doing this? Because we want to build trust with you. We want you guys to win, and we want you guys to get a taste of what it's like to work with us. So if you would like that, we just started giving this away about a month ago. We've gotten a lot of great feedback. If you would like to get access to that, just go ahead and put leads in the comments. Once again, just put leads in the comments and we will send you access to that training. It's about 2 hours long. No fluff. Get right into it. We'll show you exactly what we're doing. All right. So if you'd like that, just put leads in the comments. We'll send it to you. So that's the third thing. That's the R. That's the relationship building. And that's the trust factor. Okay. 4. Okay. We need to now get into the money piece. How do you make money? What's the fastest way to make money? It's not AdSense. It's not monetization. It's not even affiliate offers. Like, yeah, that's the easiest, but it's not the fastest. And here's why. Affiliate products, generally, you're going to put a link somewhere, right? You're going to mention about a product, and that product, if it's an Amazon product, you might make 3 to 4%. If you're in a different category, it might be 5% commission on something. And if it's $100 product, you might make $5. Great. But it's going to take a lot to get to 10K. How can you get to 10K faster? You can do exactly what I said here earlier. You find a problem that you help someone solve, or you help someone get a result faster, and then you charge for coaching. That's what you do. Okay. And when you do that, the only thing that you need is your YouTube channel. Create that content that attracts that person on that one specific problem that you help them with. Build an email list so you can build more trust, and then let them know that you offer that. And then to deliver it, it's literally like a Zoom call. You could literally be up and running in a week. And here's the crazy thing. Once you're doing that, this will happen almost automatically. It's happened to us on this channel. Before we even add anything to offer, we would get people reaching out and go, do you do any mentorship? Do you do one-on-one coaching? And we had our first client who we didn't even know what to charge at the time. And I think at the time we charged them like, I don't know, it was like $250 a session or something like that. So you can make up your rates depending on, what you feel like the result or the ROI would be like for them. But that's the fastest way to get there. It's the fastest way. And you might think to yourself, but I'm not a coach. If you help someone with something and you can give them some advice, you can coach them. You can advise them. You're a consultant. You're a coach, whatever you want to call yourself. Doesn't matter. It's like think about someone that's struggling to pass the SATs. You hire a tutor, a coach. It's the same difference. And parents are paying for that. I just hired someone to teach my daughter driving. Well, we taught her, but my wife did, but we wanted someone that was outside of us that, you know how it is with your kid, you don't want to listen to you. They want to listen. So it's like, okay, no problem. So we went ahead and we hired someone and they did it for us. And they also were able to take their test with them, paid them like $600. Okay. That's coaching. That's, tutoring, whatever you want to call it. That's the fastest way to get there. This way you don't have to build a course. You don't have to do that yet. And I've got my thoughts on that. We can like pre-sell stuff, which we've done for years. But the fastest way is to get to coaching. So let me ask you, is there something that you are right now offering? Let me know that first. If you are already offering coaching services, consulting, advising, anything like that, or courses, let me know that in the comments. If you're not, let me know, what is it that you could help someone with in your niche? What is it? Okay. Let us know that in the comments. Okay. That's the fifth piece, money. Now we can go down that road. We can do memberships. We can do courses. The bottom line is people want a result. What's the result you're going to promise them? We basically right now, after starting this channel and then evolving, because it's going to evolve and pivoting, we now focus on helping business owners, mainly coaches, consultants, course creators, get steady leads using simple YouTube videos without paid ads. Very specific. But we know, because we are those people, we've spent money on ads in the past, not on this channel, but on other businesses I have, as much as, gosh, over $10,000, $15,000 a month. So I understand the pain in that. So now I decided, and Scotty decided, we're going to help those people organically. And here's the thing, this is what I'm finding is like now, because trust is at an all-time low, what's the fastest way that we can build trust? We can show up on video like this. It's not an ad. We didn't interrupt your day, right? If you're on social media scrolling, you see the ads pop up. You're like, gosh, how many times does this happen? And sometimes this has even happened where you're talking to someone about painting your house. And then all of a sudden you go on Facebook and you see that there's ads popping up for painting. It's happened to me. I'm like, they're listening to me, which they probably are. But you know what I mean? Like they're kind of interrupting your day. Like you're not looking for that. But on YouTube, you're interested in learning. You're interested in researching. That's kind of what you're there for. Facebook, you're there just to kind of like see what's going on, or, it's just like a social platform. YouTube is more educational, more I'm researching, I'm learning. Okay. So when we're doing that now, we're able to build trust faster. And there's a study out there, and I think it's between 5 and 7 hours, that when someone consumes 5 to 7 hours of audio or video of you and your teachings or your methodologies, any of that stuff, they are now trusting you a lot more. 5 to 7 hours. And if you're doing YouTube videos, if they're 8, 10, 12 minutes, that's a good bite at it. If you're doing a live stream like this, you might get someone that starts from the beginning and stays to the end, and they're on for 60 minutes or 90 minutes. We can do that a lot faster now. We can accelerate that. Okay. So making the offers is the money piece, and those offers can be affiliate products. They can be your own courses. They can be, coaching. It can be any of that stuff. It can be memberships. It could be courses. It doesn't matter, right? There's a vehicle there for you to make an offer. Okay. And that's what it's about. And the fifth thing and the final thing, and this is a big one, is sharing client or student wins. Why is that important? Because it's an element of social proof. That's why reviews are so prominent right now. Amazon, I think they're like one of the first ones out there to really dig into those reviews, right? We're always looking at that. Like, I'm not going to look at a product that's got 23 reviews. I'm going to look at the one that's got 2,300 reviews. Okay. Because I'm going to trust it more. So now I can share results from someone that's learned from us. It just, without us saying it, it makes the person go, oh, someone else did it. And then they can also match them to themselves. So I can say two things right here. Darsh, who's a 25 or 26-year-old guy, Scotty's age, Scotty's 27. He, got results. Okay. And he followed what we're doing. So he's a spotlight. And then we got, a woman, Lindsay, she's probably, I don't know, Lindsay, if you're watching this, I'm apologizing ahead of time, but 30-ish, somewhere in there, maybe 28, 30, somewhere in that range, relationship coach. She's getting leads. She's getting customers. So I've got 2 people I could spot like right off the top of my head. And right away, you might go, oh, I don't really resonate with the 25-year-old guy. Oh, I resonate with the woman because I'm a woman, right? Or I'm in the relationship niche, so I can kind of relate. So the more little stories, little spotlights that you can do, it opens it up to where someone says, yeah, Scott and Scotty can do it because they're, they got the magic touch. But now when you start to sprinkle in some of these other people, they're like, oh, they're like me. And so that's why stories of your past clients or current clients is really important. That's why you want to spotlight them. That's why we're spotlighting them now. We're proud of them. We're happy for them.
Yeah.
But we're also like, spotlight, because then that shows what we're doing, and what we're saying isn't just us saying it, it's other people saying it. So hopefully that helped. That's what I got for you there as far as like the fastest new way to make 10K a month on YouTube. And this has nothing to do with AdSense. This has to do with you showing up, building an audience, and then building the trust, and then making offers that genuinely help them, and then spotlighting them and celebrating them to bring attention to what you offer, again, without you saying what you offer. So, Scotty, how did I do there? Did that pretty much explain everything that we do?
Yeah, you dialed it down in like 5 points. That was great. And we had two while you were talking. I was waiting for you to finish because we even had a couple people in here. They're doing good from our 1K collective. We got rebounding with Cheryl. She said excited for our new pivot, but she said, it's funny, I was just checking her channel out to see how she's doing. She had a video from like a month or 2 ago pop off. It's over 33,000 views.
Woo, Cheryl.
And grew her channel a little bit. So good job, Cheryl. Junk Detox said, grab my summit ticket. Can't wait.
Nice.
I became a course creator thanks to watching your channel, following you. Taught me how to niche down and really grow an audience. Thanks for the guidance. Awesome. Can't wait to see you there.
Love these.
And then creative writing coach said, I'm running a calligraphy channel, but I don't get more views. Believe I have amazing classic. I don't know how to say. I said it great the first time. I don't know. Now I'm like stuck. Why am I stuck right now? Calligraphy. Yeah. Calligraphy.
Yeah, that's
I don't
usually
know why it flew off the tongue good the first time. Second time I was like, I don't know if I said that right, and I'm overthinking it. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, like you said, and I think too, we're at a point with all of this content and stuff, especially if you're going into coaching. Like we don't need a huge, massive audience. You need the right people, and we always fall back on talking about the true 1,000 fans, but we're even at the point where like we need our true 100 fans. Because if you have something that is, a premium coaching or whatever, you just need those 100 people.
That's it.
And it's getting those 100 people, number one, getting them results, but number two, getting them to also want to stick with you past the point of just the coaching. They want more from you because they got so much out of it. And then that's how you can scale anything, is because then you can start building up your recurring with any memberships or anything else. Because you built that relationship from those true 100 people. So that's what we're focusing on, even on this pivot. And hey, I'll be honest, we've been frustrated lately. I mean, listen, we went from, and I say frustrated just because we've been on YouTube for a while. So we've had the ups and downs. We get how it goes, but we're in a rut right now. We're in one of those little I don't even know what you want to call it. Not a shadow ban, but it feels like we're being shadow banned because we're not. I mean, we're trying the same things we were doing before. It's just not taking. But it's okay. It's part of the process.
But here's the thing, though, Scotty. The leads are still coming in.
Exactly, and that's what I was going to get to. But here's where, for us, and this is why we like this model. It doesn't matter, even though we're only getting a few hundred views a video. We're averaging 20 to 50 views a day, and that's all we need. That's all we need to build a sustainable business. And so if you think about it like that, it makes everything 10 times either, where before we had even more stress because we need to get a certain amount of views.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah. And I think even last month when we shared our revenue numbers, right, our views were the lowest they were in probably 8 months, but our revenue was up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what would you rather have? The views to say, look at the views, or you want, do you want to be internet famous, or do you want to actually put, dollars in your bank account with actually less work, right? And that's the other thing, right? Like right now we are batch recording. This is our batch recording day. We record right now once a week, anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes. This is the live stream that we're doing. We get to connect with our audience, but we also get to create 2 additional videos, which we're going to be doing here in a second. So anyway, so we did have a quick question here I wanted to address. Authentically you, should I put snippets of my long form on IG or solely focus on shorts on YouTube? I'm still trying to debate whether I should stay on IG a little bit just to maintain presence. That's totally your call. But here's the deal. I mean, short form content, what I want to know is like, what are your results? What are your results right now? And I don't want to hear likes. I don't want to hear even just, comments are better, but like, what are they doing? Right? Because if on a YouTube short, like you can get bigger numbers and it might make you feel good. It's like that dopamine hit. You're like, oh, I got a video that got 3,000 or 30,000 or 3 million. Mm-hmm. But what did you get from it? Right? And the thing is, when you have people that are short form content watchers, that's typically what they're going to watch. And that's another thing that we are against. Like, we're not doing any short form right now. Mm-mm. Like, we've played with it. We've done it. But the focus needs to be on the long form. When we just said in that little section there that we talked about building trust, someone's got to watch a lot of shorts to get 7 hours of video, right? Like, oh yeah. And if you're thinking like, oh, well, they're going to come over and watch my long form, you can track that. You can see them coming over. You can look at your analytics in YouTube anyway. I don't know about IG, but I would say do whatever you feel is going to allow you to get to where you want to go, but also that's not going to be a distraction. I had to let IG go. I had to let, even we played with TikTok. We played with all of them. And then we just said, listen, where has 95% of our growth come from? Mm-hmm. YouTube, long form, lives, right? So that's what I would say. I'd rather have 22 people, we just got 23 people here watching us for however long. And let me know in the comments, how many of you have been here right now since the beginning of this live stream? I'm just curious. Because this live stream, it might only show, oh, now we got 26. So you got 26 people that are on, right? 26 people. Put 26 people in a room. That's pretty good, right? But what you'll notice is after we get off, you'll see this might have 200 or 300 people that came in and out. And then once it's over with, the next day, it gets more reach. But that's a long form piece of content, long form. Like that's extremely long. So I'm just curious. They have done nothing so far. I haven't gotten the results. I think you just answered your question. Yep. Yeah, I think you just because whatever time you would be taking to chop them up and upload them and put them the description or whatever you got to do, that's time that you could have just put out another video for YouTube. Like, so I would put that on the back burner right now and I'd focus on the long form personally. And I'd get that lead magnet built in. If you don't have the lead magnet, which we're going to cover that here in a second, we're going to kind of go through that whole strategy a little bit. So we'll get to that, but yeah. Cool. Anything else, Scotty, before we move on?
No, just a little shout out to Dream Talking with Vicky, OG right there. She was here since day one.
On and off. I'm back. Yeah, love it. She was one of our first live viewers. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, cool. And thank you, Peter Legend. You are fantastic. Thank you.
He's from Slovenia.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's
going
crazy,
global.
I know. Isn't that crazy? Going global. Going viral.
We'll tell that story another day.
All right, cool. All right, we ready to rock here, guys? So if you guys
let's explain real quick what's going on now.
Okay, first off, I want to know, is this your first live stream with us? Let us know that in the comments. Is this your first live with us? I know Cheryl, it's not. I know Dream Talking with Vicky, it's not. I'm just curious if this is your first live stream, because what we're about to do might be a game changer for you. It might be a game changer for you. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of people struggle with content creation. Oh, the Healing Nook music. Nice. We got a first here, Scotty.
Nice.
We got a first.
Welcome.
Awesome. So here's the thing. We are going to be like right now, what you're watching is a batch recording session. It just happens that we're doing it live in front of an audience. So whether you have one person watching, no people watching, or 25 people watching, 100 people watching, doesn't matter. Right now, we are scheduled every Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern time, that we show up, we do a live stream, and then I plan out 2 additional topics. So think about a show, like a late night TV show. There's certain segments, right? Or maybe it's the Today Show. They have certain segments. We have segments to this show. And those 2 other segments are going to get pulled out of here, and they're going to be repackaged, retitled, and they're going to be their own dedicated videos. So this way here, I only have to get on here once a week for 60 minutes, sometimes 90 minutes. And then I'm done. And then Scotty takes it. He'll bring it into the editor and he'll edit it. Very simple, not hard. And post them. And there you go. So 1 hour to 90 minutes a week is about what we do. Says no, number is 5. Let's see here. Still learning from your batch content, still shaky on camera. It's all right. Junk detox. I'm going to tell you what, you're going to get better. The more you do, the better you're going to get. Because I'll tell you what, if we go back to my first videos, not so good. Not so good. John says yes. Nina says yes. I forgot. What are we saying yes to again, Scotty? The first one?
Yeah.
The first live stream? Cool. Well, welcome, John, and welcome, Nina. Appreciate you. All right, cool. So we're going to do it. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to see me pause. I am going to come in with a brand new title, a brand new hook, and I am going to deliver content. You're going to see the framework that I'm usually teaching. I might even teach a little bit of it in here, I think, in one of these that I'm going to be sharing with you. And then we wrap it up. We push to another video. That is the reason why we're doing that, is because that's what's going to be its own dedicated video. So right now, imagine yourself on a live stream, and then you're just going to pause and start, and then you're going to stop, and you'll see exactly here in real time. All right, Scotty.
All right. And also, while he's on the full screen, I will be in the comments. If you have any questions, put them there. Also, star them for later. We might answer a few questions at the end today.
Yeah, just mute her down, though, Scotty, too.
No jingling ice today.
I don't want jingling ice or clacking on the keyboard. And oh, wait, one more thing, Scotty. Let's give a little reminder for people that have just came in. If you are a business owner, coach, course creator, consultant, and you want to level up your business, we're doing a next level coach summit where it is going to be September 9th through the 11th. And we've got, I think, just about 20 speakers that are going to come in, and they are going to be sharing how they've been able to grow their business. And we're talking to get leads. We're talking to increase sales, productivity, building out a signature program that will get better results for your clients, like a whole bunch of really great speakers. I'll be speaking, Scotty will be speaking, and tickets right now are just $7, general admission. You can also get the recordings if you get the VIP, but general admission is just $7. If you guys want to grab a ticket, go to nextlevelcoachsummit.com. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be, what's that, 3 days of like just pure like giving. Right? It's just gonna be just giving. And I'm going to be there learning as well, guys. So that's the thing, right? Like we're doing this so we can learn, we can connect, and we can grow together. All right. So that being said, Scotty, let's go. Let's get it rocking and rolling.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. All right. So here's some crazy stuff. And that is, there's YouTube gurus out there that are still lying to small channels about making money on YouTube. And here's the thing. I want to expose what the truth is. And also some of these hacks, my gosh, I can't believe that these hacks are still being taught or shared because they don't work. And honestly, I'm not sure if they ever worked. So we're going to cover all of that here in this video. All right. So I'm also going to give you, though, I'm not just going to go ahead and blast on the gurus, I'm also going to share with you a simple plan that we've used on this channel and other channels that I've built to over 6 and 7 figures. But this particular one, we've crossed $115,000, and only $10,000 of that came from YouTube AdSense money, which that's what most gurus are saying to do is, oh, just jump on the monetization train. You're going to be able to make a lot of money and you'll be able to leave your 9 to 5. Please don't do that. Don't leave your 9 to 5 if you're just making AdSense money. It's very risky and it could be really, really bad. So don't do that. All right. So let's get into it. The very first thing I want to share with you, and I kind of touched on it, is the monetization lies. This is where they're telling you to just focus on getting to monetization. You're going to see all the videos that they're putting out is like how to get 1,000 subscribers, how to get 4,000 watch time hours. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I would like everyone to get to monetization, but that's not the main thing that we need to focus on. Is that a milestone that you want to cross? Of course, because there's some really cool things that we can do while we're getting paid from YouTube on the back end that can make a lot more money. And that's what I do want to share with you here. But the thing is like in reality, if you did a study, most creators aren't even making it to monetization. They're trying, but they're just not going to make it there. When they do make it there, they're disappointed because they weren't told that certain niches pay a lot less. Okay. Certain niches pay pennies, and you'd have to get a lot of views in order to make that worth your while. So if you are just focusing on monetization, you might want to look into your niche and go, I wonder what other people are making in this niche, and see if you can figure that out. But my advice would be, don't use the monetization on YouTube be your main revenue stream. All right. And we'll get to what to do here in a little bit. All right. The second lie that I'm just, it just makes me so upset is the shorts are the answer to growing your channel in the beginning. And if anything, this can be devastating to your channel. This can truly hurt, maybe even kill your channel. We've got students of ours, okay, that have reported to us that they started with shorts. We've got one lady, Jess, shout out to Jess, who started her channel on shorts, got 8,000 subscribers through shorts. And she got some videos or some shorts with some, thousands of views. She started posting some long form content, maybe 50 views, maybe 100 views. And one of the reasons why is because now her audience only wants shorts, or YouTube's only pushing it to shorts people. And that right there is now going to take time to recover from that. So if you are using shorts right now or being told to use shorts, I would do it with caution. All right. And that's why you see some of these bigger channels, they don't usually do the shorts on their channel. They'll do a separate channel. Look at Joe Rogan. Okay. Not that he really probably cares about any of that stuff, but they've got a separate channel for shorts, for the clips, not for the long form. All right. So I would personally say shelf the shorts and put it into long form. Long form meaning anything over 3 minutes. And I would say up to as long as you want to go. All right. All right. The other story I want to share with you on that note is, and this wasn't on shorts. This was just about on going viral. Like, go viral. If you go viral, guess what? Everything's going to change. Your channel's going to go great. You're going to be rolling in the dough. Well, we got another student of ours, Mike, who's a vocal coach, and he had a video go viral, got over 2 million views, and he got over 30,000 subscribers from that one video. And you would think that's amazing. He's probably rolling in the dough. Wrong-o. Nope, not doing it. Here's what happened. He now is like, okay, I'm a vocal coach. I want to teach people how to sing. Well, those people were watching a reaction video on an artist, and now they weren't interested in learning that. They just wanted to see how he was going to react to this certain band. So then when he started putting out his own videos, 200, 300 views, not that great. So what we did is we kind of said, okay, we got to fix this. How do we fix this? We got to go back to basics. And we started to focus on the niche. And then from there, we started to focus on the content, and basically everything that we share inside of our 100K roadmap, which is what we've been following to help ourselves get to our first $100,000 on a channel when we're starting, and then how to get to mid 6 to 7 figures. If you would like a copy of that, by the way, it's an 18-page guide. We're giving it away free. If you'd like a copy, just put 100K in the comments and we'll send you a copy. Once again, 100K in the comments, we'll send you a copy, and it'll go through all of the steps in order to set yourself up for your best chance of succeeding as a YouTube creator. All right. So check that out. All right. Let's get into some false hacks here. These are really, really important. And I want you to let me know in the comments if you've ever used one of these or heard of one of these. The first one, and I've been hearing this for a long time and I'm still hearing it right now. I've actually been asked by some of our students, should we do this? And the answer is absolutely not. All right. So upload your video and wait 24 to 48 hours, because then the algorithm is getting it all ready for you. So when you go live, boom, off to the races, and they're going to give you a whole bunch more traffic because now we tricked the algorithm, and the algorithm now knows about our video and they know what it's about. It's not worth it. Just post the video. Just post the video. All right. You're going to do better if you just post the darn video. All right. So that one there, I'm not even going to go into any more details on that. Doesn't work. No one has said it's worked other than people that are, I guess, thinking that it works. So I would avoid that one altogether. All right. The second one is name your video with a keyword. So meaning when you save your video, title it a keyword, because then in the algorithm, it's going to see the video file and it's going to go, oh, that is about how to get 1,000 subscribers. If that's what my video was about, you don't need to do that. They're not looking at that and going like, oh, this video is about that, so I'm going to rank it more. Doesn't need to be there. All right. And then the other one is your image file or your thumbnail. Same thing. People are saying, title it your keyword. And then when it gets in there, years ago, that used to work in Google. It doesn't work anymore, even in Google, because they knew people were going to be misusing that. You don't need to do it. They're not looking at it. And if you download your thumbnail image after you've uploaded it, you'll see it's not titled that. It's not titled what you named it. So right there tells you they're not putting any weight on that. So skip that hack. All right. So let's get into a little bit of what we share in that 100K roadmap. Once again, if you want a copy of this, 100K, and you'll get everything I'm about to share with you right now. So this is the path. This is the roadmap that we advise anyone that we are coaching, anyone that is a student, a client. This is the strategy. And it's actually the strategy that I've been following now for the past 17 years. Started my first YouTube channel 17 years ago and following that same exact roadmap. It's changed, it's improved, and everything is updated inside of that roadmap. So if you want that 100K, we'll send you a copy. So number one, focus on a niche. I know we hear people in the gurus saying, go out there broad. No, we don't want to go broad. We want to go specific, because what I'm about to share with you is going to allow you to make a lot more money with YouTube versus just trying to go broad and trying to get views. All right. So focus on that niche and really helping them. This is step number 2, helping them get a result. And you want to post videos that's going to attract those people and then help them get a result. I don't care if it's about growing bigger tomatoes, that's getting them a result. I don't care. It might be how to save your marriage. That's a result. So we want to help people get a result. Play better piano, play better guitar, grow bigger tomatoes, save your marriage, build a coaching business on YouTube. That's what we do. Okay. So you want to help people through your videos, and you want them to know you are the one that can help them with that. All right. So that's number 2. Number 3, this is a big one, is we want to build our email list as fast as possible. All right. Now you might have noticed I've already made a couple of calls to action for you to put something in the comments. That's our strategy to basically give you something for free. And when you do, you're going to go to a page that would say, we'll send it to your email inbox, put your name and email address in, and we'll send it to you. And then we will send you that file. Okay. But then we also can build a deeper relationship with you. Okay. And you can always unsubscribe. Okay. That's what we want to do there. We want to build the email list as soon as possible. We want to deplatform our viewers. Okay. Yes, subscribers, they don't really matter. But when we get someone on our email list, that really matters, because we build a deeper relationship and we build know, like, and trust, the KLT effect, as we call it. All right. And 4, we get into the money piece. This is where, how do you make money? How do you make money the fastest? The fastest way that I've ever been able to create money or, income through YouTube is by making offers. And those offers are directly with what I've helped them with. Maybe someone just wants to go a little bit deeper. Maybe you're watching this right now and you go, Scott, I love that 100K roadmap. I need help implementing it. Cool. We'll talk. Or you can join one of our programs. Okay. So that's what we're doing. We're giving away. We're not holding anything back, but people always want to go a little bit deeper. So the fastest way is coaching or consulting, advising. And if you help people with gardening, you could be a consultant. You could be a coach. Same thing. All right. So we want to make offers that's going to help those people get results faster. Okay. And there's always going to be people that are going to want that. That's the fastest way. Yes, you can have affiliate offers. You could create courses. You can have a membership. You can do all that stuff. But at the end of the day, those things are going to help them get a result. All right. And then the fifth is really just rinse and repeat that and be consistent and commit to that process. That's it. Rinse and repeat. And also commit and stay consistent. Now, most people, most creators are going to struggle with one big thing, and that is content, topics, and types of content to get the right attention. And that's why I recorded a video right here that shows you our 4 content buckets that have worked in every single niche that we've been involved in any business. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there. Cut. And there you go. That's how you do it.
And that's video number 1.
And hopefully you guys got some value from that. Let me know in the comments, did that seem like you gained some knowledge? Like, what's the one most useful takeaway you would have, that you got from just that one little segment? I'm curious. Let me know that in the comments.
Tell you what, we had a bunch of people ask for the 100K, so it seems like they resonated with that one. They want to see a little bit more on that. It was funny too, right? When you were talking about the end, you were talking about the how you were dropping your call to action or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought you were teeing up to go right into the next one, or to end the video with, oh, we actually did a workshop on that.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. But you didn't finish your point, so you still had to add another point.
Yeah.
But I was like, that would have been a perfect little ending right there. But it was funny. But if you guys notice, especially if you're new here, that everything that when the structure of the video, it's all the same. It's our little sandwich. It's all the same. Okay. So the only thing that changes is the content you talk about, but the structure of it is the same. So you're going to notice he starts with a strong intro hook, right? Get the viewer hooked in, but also make sure we're talking about what the title is going to be. So what he did was talking about the title. We already have the titles already done. He's going to add in there a call to action within the first 5 minutes. That's to generate more leads and get some emails in there. And then at the end, that binge looping, right? So we're creating that instead of saying, hey, thanks for coming, guys. See you later. Subscribe to the channel. Instead of all that, he didn't say subscribe once. He didn't say like once. All he said is, hey, I actually shot a video on this over here, and boom. Now what's going to happen is people are going to be binging your content. It's funny. I think was someone in the chat that said that, or maybe it was a comment I just responded to. But someone said that, like, I've been binging all your content lately or something like that. Yeah. So I can't remember if it was in here or on just a regular comment, but I mean, even that just shows you that people are willing to binge your content. You got to make it bingeable though. So that's like creating those type of, not when I say a series, I don't mean it has to be like a continuation of things, but it should be things that align. And that's where you put it in like a playlist, right? So you create that binge worthy stuff in a playlist. So that way, after they see the first one, something else is going to resonate with them that's connected to that. Now they might want to stay on that, right? And we're noticing that too. Our playlist views are starting to go up a little bit, and people are just going through. And you can see that it definitely came from a playlist, because you'll see like one view on a video from like 8 months ago, and you're like, where'd that come from? Came from the playlist, right?
Yep.
Speaking of that, Average Joe asked for the 100K roadmap here. So for anyone who commented 100K, I just told you I'd put it in the description, because you're on the live right now. Now, if you're watching this on the replay, then yes, I'll send you it if it's not in the description, which it should be. But if it's not, I'll send you it. But if you are live right now, I'm not able to send you the link. So if you just go to the description, it should be there. You can just click on it and get that 100K roadmap.
Yeah. And guys, let us know this too. If this was valuable, the one way that you could let us know that it was valuable is smash that like button. Go ahead and hit it. If you notice though, we didn't really ask for subscribers. We didn't ask for likes. We didn't ask for, you to do anything else other than some real questions, right? That's how the engagement's kind of put in there. And we make the offer for the freebie. Okay. And we've been told by a lot of people that the free stuff that we give away, people are charging for. So we want to be able to give that away. So this way here, you guys get a taste of what it's really like to work with us. And then there is another resource too that I will mention here just as a gap before we get into it. Some of you are interested in getting leads in your business. We do cover that in the 100K a little bit, but if you want to go deeper, we actually have a free resource. We taught a group of coaches. It was around 38-ish, I think it was, almost 40 coaches. And we taught our steady leads flywheel strategy and our content machine that feeds it. If you would like to get access to that, it was a 2-hour training, by the way. And if you would like to get access to that, to see exactly how to install it, just put leads in the comments. Just put leads in the comments or go to the description and you'll probably find a link there. Okay. Just put leads in the comments and we'll be able to get it to you guys. All right, cool. So let's get into it, Scotty. And then if you guys have any quick questions for us, let us know and we'll be more than happy to try to answer something. And then we will, we'll wrap this baby up with a nice little bow. All right. So let's get into it. All right. Let me go ahead and get my notes up. And if you guys are just tuning in right now, and actually, you know what, before we get to that, let me know how many of you have been here since the beginning of this live stream. Let us know. If you were here since the very beginning of this live stream, let us know. Let us know that because we're approaching 1 hour right now. All right, here we go. Let me pull this down just a little bit and see if I can't get that up. Okay, here we go. All right, in this video, I want to share with you the new way to scale your coaching business with YouTube that crushes paid ads. Yeah. If you're a business owner, a coach, a consultant, someone that's trying to sell stuff online, you've probably either done paid ads, spent hundreds or thousands of dollars per month, or you might be thinking, I think I'm going to have to do that. This video is going to help you because I was spending a lot of money on ads a few years back and I've went 100% the other way and went 100% organic. And YouTube has been the main driver. But what I want to share with you here is how we've been able to start a brand new coaching business 12 months ago. And we just crossed over 100K and we were able to get leads for zero ad money, zero cost. And we actually got paid about $10,000 from YouTube in doing it, which is pretty incredible. So that's what I want to share with you right now. So let's get into how it works. There's 5 things I want to cover here, and they're extremely important. Number 1 is really, really important. And I want you to maybe just even go through this with me. If you got to pause the video, you can pause the video, but I want you to go through with me, maybe even just take a notebook and start going down this road with me, because this here can totally transform your business. If you're new, if you're trying to revive, if you want to get away from ads, this is going to definitely help you. All right. So number 1, focus on one problem you solve. So I would love it if you would, in the comments, let me know, what is the one problem that you solve? What is one thing that you help people with? The big mistake that I see a lot of businesses make is they try to solve too many problems because they can. Personally, I've been doing this now for over 17 plus years. I built multiple 6- and 7-figure brands using mainly organic and mainly YouTube and email list building. And so I could help people launch their own program. I have done affiliate offers that have done just about $1 million. Like, I've got a lot of experience. So I got a lot of things I could share, a lot of things that I can help people with. But guess what? That's a lot of things that I have to show up for. And then I also don't seem as though I am focusing on one. So people might think like, oh, jack of all trades, master of none, even though that's not the case. So what we want to do is we want to zero in on that target. Who is it that we want to help? So we've actually been playing with how to really refine this, because it is going to have to be refined. And that is like right now, we are focusing on helping business owners, mainly coaches, consultants, and course creators, get steady leads using simple YouTube videos without paid ads. That's our messaging. Okay. Even though I just had one of our clients that was going through our Steady Leads Accelerator cohort, he just went ahead and launched a group coaching program following a training that I gave him, of where we were able to launch that, pre-sell it, and he was able to take that and run with it. And he sold out his coaching program in 16 hours. Okay. Just under 16 hours, actually. Okay. So that's the thing. We need to understand what is the one problem that we can zero in on and that we can help people with. And then we could be known for that. It's a lot easier to stand out if you focus on one problem than trying to focus on all of the things that you can help them with. All right. So that's number one. Number two, create videos weekly, long form. I would shelf the short thing. Okay. If you're into YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, any of that stuff, I would put that on the shelf for right now. It doesn't mean you can't ever do it. I would personally say focus on long form. The thing is we need to increase trust. Right now, there's been talk that we're in a trust recession. All right. It's like people are lacking trust because of AI. People don't know what's real anymore. They don't know, did you really write that? Is that email really written from you? Is that video really yours? People don't know. So what we need to do is we need to create videos of ourselves. So kind of personal branding. And that's where we can show up and we can let people get to know us, get to like us, get to trust us by consuming the content. And there was actually a study, and I forget what the exact number was, but it's like 5 to 7 hours of consumption before someone really trusts you. So what better way to do it than long form content? All right. So that increases that trust. So number 3 is we want to create a free offer, something we can give away for free. So this way here, we can demonstrate that we can help someone. And it's also a great thing to do. It's a great goodwill builder. Okay. So what we've done is we have created some free resources. And the one that I would direct you to right now is our Steady Leads Flywheel. And we basically taught it to a group of coaches, 38 to be exact. And we broke it down for them, about 2 hours worth of training. And we recorded it. And now we're making that available as a free offer. So this way here, if you want to get steady leads in your business, which if you're a coach, course creator, or consultant, you probably do, and you don't want to spend money on ads, I would do that. So if you would like that, just put leads in the comments and we'll send it to you. Once again, just put leads in the comments and we'll send you access to that training. You see how that worked? That was it. It was very simple. And this way here, I know that that's going to help you. And it's also a way for you to see our teaching style. You can see if you like our personality. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but that's what we want to do. And you should be doing that as well. All right. So that's number 3, offer free resources. Now, the other thing I want to mention there is what we call a content sandwich. So right now I'm about halfway through the content that I'm going to share with you. Okay. I'm into the meat of it, but inside of there, I just put in a call to action where I made an offer to the free thing that I was making available to you. That's what we call the content sandwich. The first part, I just shared with you 2 different things. The third thing, I offered that, but then I added on the free thing that also is aligned with everything that I'm teaching. Okay. And that's really, really important. So that's the third thing. We want to create that content sandwich inside of that content that we're delivering. All right. Number 4, okay, now we're getting into the part 2, the bottom half of the sandwich. All right, is email the videos to your email list. And that's going to accelerate the trust. Now, I'm not saying every video. We don't email every video. But if we have a video or a podcast that we think would be valuable and that people would learn from, then we're going to email our list. And then the list is going to be able to go there and consume that. Scotty and I, my son, if you are new to this channel, my son Scotty is actually building this with me. And he's been watching me do it now for gosh, over 17 years. And now we're building this brand together, Live Video School. So what we're able to do now is a podcast episode that we air every Sunday. And it's usually going to be 30 minutes or more. Well, we might send that to our email list. And what this does is it shows them our relationship together. People like that. They're like, oh, father, son, that's cool. I like those guys. And then you learn something, and then we might share a case study, or we might spotlight one of our clients. What does this do? It shows you that we're helping people and that what we do actually works. So you see, all of that is kind of nested in there. So why not take that asset, even if that video only got 100 views, doesn't matter. You've shared that now with a person that they can consume that content. So now we accelerate the rate of trust, all right? Or the amount of time it takes for someone to possibly trust you. If you're just sending shorts to people, it's gonna take a long time for them to get 5 to 7 hours worth of content, right? Right. Okay. So number 5, leverage community posts. This is another relationship builder and a great way to get intel on your audience. So the community post has been really good for us, and you can do a whole month's worth. You can sit down one day and just do a whole month's worth of polls. Just ask questions that would be relevant to your audience. And you're going to see people are going to be responding to this. And this is going to give you really, really good insight. You can also share videos. You can share stuff just personal within you and your coworkers, or you and your team, or just you and your family. And this shows that you're real, that you're, a real person, and you're going to be able to show a little bit more personality. I wouldn't do that all the time because people don't want it necessarily to be about you. They want it to be about them. It's just the way we're wired, but that's okay. But they still do want to know a little bit about who they're learning from. So the community post is a great way to do this, and it makes it super, super easy to do. And a lot of people are not leveraging that. And if you're a business owner, you definitely want to leverage that. All right. Now, why do most coaches, why do they not do this? Why do they not get on YouTube? Why do they not focus on YouTube and making it a main thing? Well, I'll tell you why. Because time is generally, it's the thing that's holding them back. They don't have enough time because they think they got to spend 4 hours, 6 hours a week doing videos. Well, they don't. And actually, I only spend 60 to 90 minutes every week, and we create 3 different pieces of content from that time slot. And if you actually want to see us and how we do it, Scotty, that was a good one. We're going to cut that one.
We got him.
It wasn't gum. It was just air. Let me do that again. This is
only 26 people saw it. Don't worry.
This is going to be a good outtake. All right. And so one of the things that they do is they lack time. And so what if I could show you a way that you could create a whole week's worth of content, 3 videos in 90 minutes or less? Well, that's exactly what I did. And you can watch it right here in this video, and I'll show you exactly how. Watch that video next, and I'll see you there. Cut. Scotty, mark that. Make sure you know where that spot was.
108, baby. 108.
Oh my gosh. Woo. That's the first time I think that's happened.
The funny thing is, guys, here's the funny story that you guys don't know why he said it wasn't on gum. Because I shot an audit. I was recording an audit yesterday or the day before, and I was recording. I was mid talk. I was probably like 15 minutes in, and then all of a sudden, I don't know how it's possible. Half of my, not even my full gum, half of my gum, I swallowed. Now I tried to play it off, couldn't play it off, and I'm like, oh, I'm over here like this, and then I had to cut that out when I sent it off. But it was just funny, so I took the clip of it and I sent it to him, so he had it. And now it got you back. Now you.
Well, let's make sure that the editor notes that, because you'll say, "Oh yeah, I didn't do that one on the end. I forgot."
Yeah, I'm gonna note that.
Right. I might need to go in and cut it for you.
No, I got you. Second video.
Yeah, but how are you gonna remember when you pull that video up next?
Oh.
I'll remind you.
And I got it.
I might want to edit that one next.
When I make content, I tend to start over at least 10 times if I mess up. Yeah, here's the thing. So, like, that's why, like, the live stream aspect, you can't really, I mean, you can, but
I couldn't just start and stop there. You see that?
No, yeah, you had to just go.
I ran with it.
Yeah, you just run with it.
And I made a joke out of it.
Yeah, and you get a joke. I think, though, too, if I was to spend any time on like the whole video, it would be that first like 30 seconds. So like if you're gonna restart, I would do it within the first 30 seconds. I wouldn't after that. You're 6 minutes in, you're like, oh, I gotta scrap the whole thing. I wouldn't do that. I would just do that first 30 seconds needs to be dialed in. If you didn't like how you sounded in the first 30 seconds, fix that and then go to the rest, because we need that hook so that way we can have that retention coming back for our video, so people can stay longer in the video. But as far as like the rest of it, as long as it's not like crazy, whatever. Yeah, and like Cheryl said, add your personality. You can add bloopers. You could do that. I know a lot of channels that do that. You just keep the bloopers at the end. And again, that's the authenticity. Now, obviously, we're gonna cut that part out that he just did, but if it was something funnier, like in the middle, and he like butchered a word or something, he's done that before, and I've done that before. You butcher a word, sometimes you just roll there and be like, guys, I can't talk today. I can't say that, but
Exactly.
I'm trying my best over here. And then you'll get people in the comments that are like, oh yeah, that word always messes me up, or how did you not know how to say that? Like you'll get all of that. Now you're getting more interaction going on in the comments. So it's not always bad to have mess ups or errors or whatever. It makes you human, and that actually makes you more relatable than someone who's just super crisp and it seems like they don't do anything wrong in their videos.
Yep. No, and I think that was like perfect, right? Like that happened because it goes to show you how I just stopped, right? And then you just stop and then start again, like just kind of come in, and then you'll literally just cut that chunk out.
Yep, that's it.
So, yeah. So authentically you says, I'm going to keep going next time. LOL. Yeah, definitely. Definitely got to do that. Because that is a problem, right? To start over. Like I've done it too. I've even done it where it's like you're starting because you don't like the way it started, or you don't like the way the direction. You get a couple minutes in and you're like, oh, I don't like the way that was. But man, if you're doing a live stream, even if no one's watching, you feel like you can't stop.
No.
And then you just gotta, improvise and just kind of go with it. So, but I'll tell you what, it's a game changer to be able to, Average Joe says also lets people know you're not an AI. That's true.
It's very true.
That is very, very true. I like that. But yeah, so I mean, here we are, hour and 14 minutes, and my content is done. Like I'm done. I'm done. Right
now, hands off to me, and then
Scotty's gonna take it, and he's gonna edit it, and that's the cool thing about it, right? Like, so it's like the live stream does act as its own video though. So that's the thing, right? And we've actually thought about it. I've actually told a few people that we were thinking about doing. We actually asked our cohort, which we're probably going to do a workshop for them on sharing how we are planning our live stream batch recording sessions, and then how we actually perform it. And then from there, how we edit it, and then how we publish it. So we're probably going to do a workshop. It's definitely going to do one for them. But I'm curious, would you want, it'd probably be paid, but it'd be under $100. Would you guys think that would be valuable for you to kind of walk through that, or we walk you through that process, and maybe even help you build out like an kind of like a content system that you could do, where you could punch out 2 to 3 videos a week in like 60 to 90 minutes? Let us know in the comments if that would be helpful. Thanks, Average Joe. Says, thank you for this live stream. I'm definitely subscribing to this channel.
Thanks, man.
And we never asked. That's the great thing, right?
No.
Like, and I'm not saying that no one should ask. I think people ask prematurely. I think people ask before they've delivered value. Right. And I think that's the kicker. But yeah. So anyway, so I think this has been good.
Yeah,
so,
we got through that in under our 90 minutes. So yeah, like you said, I mean, now it's just cut it up. Now we have Wednesday, Friday. Could we do 3 times a week technically? The live, and then the 2 videos from the live, and then the podcast on Sunday. And then that's it. And then now the rest of our week is more focused on the coaching and the cohort and all of that, and dialing that in. Peter said, what time is it where you're at? AM or PM? We are PM. We are 5 PM. We are East Coast. So yeah, You're in Slovenia, or yeah, Slovenia, I think you said, right? What time is it there? Interested in that. But awesome, guys. I hope you got something out of this. And here's the thing too. If you are a coach, or if you are looking into being a coach, this is right now is the time to be leveraging YouTube. You need to leverage it. Even if you don't know what you're going to sell right now, that doesn't mean you couldn't start collecting emails, right? And building something that's going to be an asset. And that's what, I mean, we even, some of our advice we're telling people right now is like, once you have your channel started and you're making your content, and here's the first part, like you said, niche needs to be validated. You need to know that it's the right audience you're going to, like all of that. Once that's all figured out, and you're like, I'm going to make some content. I don't want you making content for the sake of just making content to get views. It's got to be, I need to get something out of it. The ROI, return on investment, right? I need to get something out of it. And so if you want a monetization, that's fine. That's good. I'm not saying don't go for monetization, but there's a longer play there. And that's what we're kind of teaching either coaches that are already in it or coaches that are looking to be a coach, at some different level. So hopefully you guys got something out of this. What he said.
Yeah, Average Joe, I definitely got something from this live. The 5 points that were made 10 minutes ago. That's awesome. Yeah, that's
You're giving me military time. So what is that? That's 11:17.
Yeah.
But is that AM or PM? No, that means it's PM, right?
That's PM.
That's PM, right? 11:17.
Oh, look, I'm all tired now. I got to go take a nap.
Yeah, real quick, guys. You know what we were doing today? I was over at his place, and we were putting up a new TV for the for football season starting. Watch our
football is starting. Blues. We had a heck of a day yesterday. I actually wrote about it.
That was
I want to know how many of you read the email that I sent today. That would be a nice little gauge because I wrote about what happened yesterday in that email. And it goes to show you too, the email, like people are not sending emails or they don't know what to send in the emails. If you read the email from today, you'll see exactly how I was able to take a story that happened yesterday, turn it into a lesson, and then turn it into where I wanted people to go next. Yeah. Living Oklahoma City says it's fall, baby. And, oh yeah, look what we got on today.
What's up, man?
Best time of the year here in Oklahoma. Yeah, well, and the crazy thing is like today we've been feeling like really fall weather here, but it's not typical. Like, and we're in South Carolina, and I'll tell you what, it is beautiful. We've had some really beautiful days. Dream Talk was it? Vicky says, "Yep, read it." Cheryl says, "Read it." Awesome. Yeah, so you know what happened yesterday. And for those of you that don't know what happened, we went to go, he says, figured I'd drop in, loving the direction of the channel. Awesome. Yeah. Give us an update too. How are things going in your world? But yeah, so yesterday we decided, long story, but I wanted to order a TV from Amazon just because it's easier. And I wanted to get a 75-inch and got the set, or I wanted the 75-inch. We're going to put it upstairs in our little man cave up there for the football season. And I found one on Amazon, great reviews. And it was $499, which is cheap. I mean, the TV I got in my living room is like 60-inch. I think I paid $1,700 years ago for it. But anyway, so $500. Well, my wife, who likes to shop around and find the best deals, and she's like, well, there's one over in Best Buy for $399. I'm like, yeah, but I got to go get it. And she's like, well, it's not that far, not big of a deal. And I'm like, all right. So Scotty and I measured measured the TV of what it was going to fit. Well, I've got a Tesla, a Model Y. And so I've got the hatch, I can go in there, and I measured it across. I'm like, oh yeah, with the box and the padding, we should be fine. So we pull up to Best Buy, we go in there. We said, yeah, we want to get the 75-inch TV. They go, what are you driving? I said, a Tesla. They go, what model? I said, Model Y. He goes, nope. And I'm like, what? And he's like, ain't gonna fit. I'm like, come on, I measured it. And he goes, nah. I go, bring the box out, bring out a tape measure. Let's see what we got. So we measured it. We're like, no, it would fit lengthwise, but not widthwise. So then what did we do? We go, all right, we purchased it. We said, just hold it here. We're going to go find a truck. So we went to Home Depot about, I don't know, 4 blocks over. We got a flatbed truck. And then we got the flatbed. We got video of it too, guys, by the way.
Pull a picture up or something.
Yeah, pull a picture up. So we basically went to Home Depot, rented a truck. You get 75 minutes, cost you $20, I think it was. So we're on a time clock now. So we get it. We go back to Best Buy. We run in. Hey, can we grab the TV now? And she's like, yeah. So she's kind of taking her time. I go, hey, can we dial it up here a little bit though? We're on a time clock. I got to get this thing home and the truck back. She's like, oh yeah, no problem. So we get it. And then we go, you got the video?
Ready?
Who wants to see the video? Who wants to see the quick little clip? We got to see if we get any yeses, Scotty, or else we ain't going to show it. We ain't going to show the clip. You have to show it in a browser.
I don't know if I can.
Well, you can upload the video. I mean, not even upload. You can just share the media asset, I think.
Oh, the video file?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go to, I think, video file.
All right, hang on. I got to drag to my desktop.
Try it.
Yeah,
Peter says yes. Dream Talk says yes. Yeah. Rebounding with Cheryl says can't fit a 75-inch in Tesla. I can't. Oh, this is great.
Oh, here we go.
You got it?
Wait. Pause.
All right.
You ready?
Yep. Here we go.
Can you hear it?
Come on, Scotty. A lot of hot. Let's go. We got to get this thing up to the front. Let's go. Got to get her up to the front. 75-inch TV. We didn't have enough room in the Tesla, so we gotta buy a truck. Let's go. Let's go. Good.
All right. We got a lot more footage, but we won't share it all. We might have been cursing in it. We don't know. But yeah, Motivational Minister says, Scotty, did you get a fresh cut?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you got ripped.
Cut.
You got ripped up. Look at that cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dream Talking with Vicky. That was great, right? We got a whole log of videos from that. Okay, cool. Things are great. Main biz still going strong. Bit of a pivot elsewhere, but always using principles you guys teach. These guys are the real deal. Give them your money, your insights, your valuable. Woo! Thank you so much. We might need to take a little screenshot of that one, Scotty. That's a good little testimonial there. And if you guys need to buy a home in Oklahoma, look them up. It's funny.
The truck is hilarious.
The truck is hilarious. We didn't realize it was going to be so loud backing up too. It's like
awesome.
Super funny. Super funny.
I was so nervous driving that thing.
But guys, the email I wrote today was inspired by that. Mm-hmm. So think about that. I got inspired by what happened yesterday. How do I turn yesterday's adventures into today? And what that does is it lets people have a glimpse of what you're doing, but then also you get right into a lesson. So the lesson, to kind of summarize, the lesson that I shared was we created an amazing memory yesterday, me and Scotty, right? And we had a great time, right? It was a little inconvenient, right? I busted on my wife because I'm like, yeah, I saved $75 and I had to go into Home Depot, get a truck, go on over, wait in Best Buy. I could have just for $100 had it delivered to the house. But look at the adventure we had, right? The memory, the whole ordeal ended up costing the same amount as the Amazon price. Exactly. Right. But we wouldn't have had that video, right? We wouldn't have had anything. So, anyway, so the email was basically saying, this is why I've been building lifestyle businesses over the last 17 plus years, because I have memories of when Scotty was playing Little League and my daughters were playing volleyball or cheer or having a recital. And it's not about the money, although we've been able to build multiple 6- and 7-figure businesses in the process. So it's kind of like you're throwing in, like, it's not about the Lambos, right? It's not about the Lamborghinis and the hustle. It's about this. And a lot of people on our email list are those types of people. So people are like, I resonate with that. That's funny. Oh, I've had experiences like that with my son. I want to be able to be at my kids' stuff and rather than working a 9 to 5 or being able to not be able to put in time. And so then it went from that into that's why we build businesses like this. And then that's why this coaching summit that we did is helping us become, better versions of a coach, but also learning, but also connecting. And then so you just weave that story in. So anyway, Matt's in the house. What's up, Matt? Hey guys, just now getting to join a rewatch later. Also, still going strong here. I'm floored with what the last month has done for me. Well, Matt, we need an update. I need you to send me an email, and that's an order. Okay. I need an update from you. All right. Because again, here we go, guys. We talked about this earlier, right? How do you win without bragging about yourself? Right?
Well,
how do you win?
Read that? How about you do that?
Yeah, I've done nearly 6,000 this past month. The first month I launched lessons in monetization. Insane. Okay. That's beautiful, right?
Yeah, that's a screenshot.
Right. So how do we celebrate how do we celebrate the wins of our clients, of our students, that in the same effect can also spotlight you, right? So Matt, who joined our 1K collective, is doing really well right now. And so guess what? When we need to tell a story, when I'm going to be on a podcast, Scotty's going to be on a podcast, we're being interviewed. They go, do you have anybody that you've helped that you could share, what's worked for them? Yeah, there's this guy, Matt. He's a piano teacher. Actually, he's a professor at a college, and he does this on the side. And he started, and he was kind of like all over the place a little bit with how he was trying to reach his audience. But then we started working with him. He started going through our process. He started dialing in his niche, started dialing in his content. And now he's able to get views that are not just views, but they're turning into leads, which are turning into clients. And also he's getting paid from YouTube for those leads, right? There's the story. So right away we got, boom, you got Matt. Scotty, anybody else come to mind? I'm just going to throw it out to you. Is there anybody else that comes to mind that if you were on a podcast right now and they said, Scotty, could you share someone else with us that had some results from what you guys teach?
Yeah, Carrie, who she not just views, she has her own lead magnet now where she's starting to get leads coming in. You know who else? And actually, I just reached out to him because I want to set up something with him. Is Josiah? He has a fitness channel, and he's been working with us, started implementing his thing. And I just looked at a video he had the other day. He had about 40 people ask for his lead magnet on one video.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
One video. Mm-hmm. I saw the keyword, and it was all coming down. So yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of people we could go through that.
Well, yeah.
And authentically you're 100%. Stories sell. Yep. And that's why we put so much effort into our clients, right? Because if they get the results, we don't have to sell anyone. They sell it for us. Yep. Matt comes in here and shows the win and says, I owe it all to you guys. Yep. Even though we appreciate that, Matt, but you put the work in, man.
Right, right.
We don't take it all. I appreciate it, but we don't take it all.
Nope.
But it's the fact of now we don't sell it anymore. John comes in and says, hey, give these guys your money and stuff. What they're talking about is working, right? Like these are other people saying this. We're not paying them. We're not saying anything to them.
Right.
This is from their own experiences. And that's what you need to get to. And that's why, especially when you're doing any coaching, you need to give them everything so that way they are your little poster child. And then when you have a bunch of them, then it sells itself. You don't have to.
Yeah, it's like you said, Carrie is documenting. Again, it's just a great story. Carrie documented her journey of losing weight. I think she lost over a couple 100 pounds, right? At least 100 pounds, right? And she's documenting that journey, and she's got a video that took off. It kind of then blew up her channel. Now she's got a lead magnet. She's collecting leads. And could she coach someone? 100%. 100%, because people don't necessarily want to be if she's not a fitness coach, but she could be someone that could be that partner that could be along with it, that journey that someone else hasn't lost that much weight. And Carrie's she's even said it. She's like, I'm not done. I still got more weight to lose. Well, okay. So then she's going to be able to help these people along the way and be a part of that. So that's Carrie. That's that story, right? Boom. That's a great story, Scotty. You pop that up and you could kind of share some of her numbers too. She's got a video that's got over a couple 100,000 views, I believe, maybe even more. Yep. And it's helped lift the rest of her channel. Now she's got a lead magnet. So now she's got that. So that's a story. I got Gavin.
Yeah.
I got Gavin, right? Gavin, who he started with us in the 1K Collective, and he's in the fitness space as well. And he was helping people that were over 40. He was only getting 100 views, 300 views. Had a video start to take off. Boom, all of a sudden lifted his entire channel. He's got Lead Magnet out there. He's just sold a boot camp now through that, which he was all offline before. He has a gym. And so then he was able to do that. And so now all of a sudden, and his numbers are like, he was telling us like, got like, I don't know, like 2,000 or 3,000 emails in like 10 days or something crazy, right? He got over like 10,000 subscribers to his channel, right?
And you ready for this? I'm sorry. You made me want to go check out what he's doing right now. All right.
Yeah.
I'm just going to highlight him real quick and then we can go. Check this out. This is on his most recent. Okay.
Oh, there's the truck.
Oh, sorry. Is it? Can you switch me over?
Yeah, that's our truck. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but how do we get there? There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll zoom it in.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Okay. Anyway. Okay. This video, all right, 2,000 views a day ago. Okay. Great. Views or whatever, right? Check this out. His keyword was bands.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Look at this. Bands. Pin link doesn't work. Here you go. Bang. All right. Bands. It's only 2,000 views.
Yep.
Every hour he's getting someone asking for the lead magnet.
Yep.
Right there. Crazy.
Yep. So once again, right? Like, so what I would encourage you is to, number one, figure out the niche. Like, that's the thing. Like, we spent probably 1.5 sessions with our private cohort that we're working with right now. We have 10 business owners that we're helping privately. And it's a 6-week program called Steady Leads Accelerator. And the first session and then a little bit of the other one, we focused just on dialing in the target. And then from there, we talk about, okay, what's the lead magnet that's going to attract those people? And it's basically what we cover in the Steady Leads Flywheel that we basically we're giving away, that private training. If you guys want that, just put leads in the comments. If you guys are still here, if you're watching this far in, just put leads in the comments or just go to the description and it should be there. Yeah. And so I just want to finish here with Matt. It says, definitely connect with people on human levels. I started taking off with my audience when I started sharing personal stories and connected virtually with people in live sessions. Human connection, 100%. That's how you're going to basically bulletproof yourself from AI, is to have a human connection and also not just have a course, but to actually be part of the experience and build community. I think that's going to be the future, personally, right now. So with that being said, guys, we did stay on for 95 minutes. So yeah, but we allocate this time up to 90 minutes for our Mondays. And I encourage you guys to do the same. I encourage you guys to get out there, serve your audience, get your audience results. Even if they're not paying you yet, help them get results, because if you do, that's only going to help you grow, because you're able to share those stories. So appreciate you guys for sticking around with us and being here for this live stream. So anything else you want to wrap up with, Scotty, or are we going to rock and roll out of here?
Now we're ready to go.
Got that 75-inch TV upstairs. It's all nice and ready to go for next weekend. We got that room looking just nice.
Go watch the show on it tonight.
I might. Well, I was going to say I turned the Yankees on, but they aren't on tonight.
No,
but,
you can put Netflix on.
Yeah, we'll put something on. All right, guys, that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, take care, take action. We'll talk to you soon. Peace. See you guys.